happening? We're tangled up here. 1 second. Alright, so I'm going to tell you guys an embarrassing story from my childhood. And I feel like everybody has at least one of these where it either wakes you up in the middle of the night, or maybe you're standing in the shower and you're kind of, the water's running over your head, just thinking to yourself, man, what the hell was that? And so mine is the fact that I took a shit in a urinal. So at one point in my life, I legitimately took an actual dump in a urinal. Now I don't know why God put me in this scenario, but he did, and I guess I'm a stronger man because of it. So I kind of want to tell you guys the story. I think you'll enjoy it, and I want to set the scene. So I'm about 12, 13 years old, and my family and a couple other families used to go on ski trips once a year. And so we went up to Jiminy Peak, which is in Massachusetts, great place. And so we finished up skiing, everyone had a good day, completely oblivious to the horrific events that are about to unfold. And so we go out to eat, everyone showers up, we go out to the restaurant, we sit down, everyone sits down, orders their food, I order wings, big wing guy. And so the food comes and I'm putting these things down like a madman. It's one wing, it's two wings, it's three wings, quick sip of the Shirley Temple, another wing, quick sip of the Shirley Temple, right? You like Shirley Temples. And I might even be throwing in a mozzarella stick from time to time. I mean, the perfect storm is absolutely brewing. And so, I'm sitting there, another 5 minutes goes by and it hits me. The diarrhea rumbles. And everybody knows what I'm talking about when you feel your stomach start to swish around a little bit and you're like, oh boy. And so I get up, I head to the bathroom, and I walk into the bathroom. It's a small bathroom, one stall, two urinals, sink, etc. And my friend David was actually in the stall at the time. So I knock on the stall and I'm like, hey David, listen, how long are you gonna be? I really gotta go. And he's like, oh man, I just got in here, I'm gonna be a little bit, you're gonna have to wait. And I'm like, all right, I'll try and buy some time. And so I go back to the table and I make it about 2-3 minutes, max. And I go, oh man, that's it. I'm literally about to shit my pants. And so I head back into the bathroom and I knock on the door. I was like, yo, David, you gotta hurry up, man. I gotta go. And he's like, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying my best. And I was like, okay, so I take a step or two back and I kind of just try and zone it in here, right? Just settle the stomach, just kind of figure out what's going on. And I make it maybe about 10 seconds and I'm like, all right, fuck it, pass me some toilet paper. And so I go to David and he's like, what? I was like, pass me some toilet paper. So he hands me some toilet paper from under the stall, a whole bunch. And so I get it, I turn around and I survey the bathroom. And I must have been tunnel vision or blacked out, but there was a guy standing in one of the urinals the entire time this was going down. So this guy at this point, he's not even paying attention to the piss he's taking. I mean, he's standing there, head like this, his antennas up. I mean, he just heard some kid get past toilet paper from underneath the stall. He's wondering what my next move is. And I don't even know my next move. So I remember going through my head, my options, and it's all in slow motion at this point. It's urinal, trash can, sink, urinal, trash can, sink, urinal, trash can, sink. And I'm like, all right, fuck it, going in the urinal. So I walk over the urinal, I turn around, I pull my pants down around my ankles, and I fucking plop up on there. And I remember I got one hand on the divider of the urinal, it's in between the two, and the other hand on the wall, and I just start letting it rip. This thing is violent, absolutely violent. I mean, I'm farting while I'm shitting. It's like a fire hose. And mind you, it's got nowhere to go. This thing's hitting straight porcelain, and just splash all over the place. I'm making an absolute mess. And I remember, mind you, I'm short now. I was shorter then, and urinals are pretty high up, so my legs are off the ground. So I just remember, it looks like I was sitting on a washing machine, I'm just shaking around. And I remember while this is all going on, I look to my right, and the guy is still in the urinal, right? And he's making eye contact with me. I'm making eye contact with him as I'm letting it rip. And I'm like, I had to look on my face like, man, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. This is what it is. And he's just like, I ain't ever seen anything like this before in my life. And so, and then that was even the worst part because out of nowhere I hear the door swing open. Public bathroom, people are gonna come in. I hear the door swing open, my head snaps, my heart drops, and there's just some guy standing in the doorway like this. And he's looking at me and I'm looking at him, and I'm locked up on the urinal, right? I mean, I got my pants around my ankle, my dick's hanging out, and I'm just looking at him like, I don't know what to do, man. And it was like a 3-second pause and just goes, "Oh my God," and just looks at me, just walks away, shuts the door, and I actually never saw that guy again. But so at this point, I finish up. I finish wiping. I throw my shit in the trash can. I don't know, not my problem. And I turn around, same thing. I'm like looking at this, and I'm like, oh boy. I give it like a courtesy flush, like it's gonna go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like it all just starts pooling up. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta get out of here. And so at this point, I walk out of the bathroom, and everything's in slow motion. It felt like one of those like high school movies where like the girl's coming down the stairs, right? She's off to prom, and like it's just slow motion. So like I come out of the bathroom, I turn the corner, and at this point, word spread. Right? There's been 2 guys who have witnessed some kids shitting in a urinal, and you don't think that's the first thing they said when they got back to the table? Like, they had the best story of the night. They're like, you guys are never gonna believe this. There's a kid in there, right? He's popped up on the urinal. He's just fucking shitting everywhere. And so word spread. So I come around the corner, right? And it's like I said, it's in slow motion. Everybody's heads turned. You know what I mean? Like people are tapping each other, like, yo, like that's the guy. I was just so embarrassed. So anyway, so I go, I sit down, and my table hasn't found out yet. I'm trying to keep it cool, trying to keep it under wraps. Like maybe just nobody will notice. And some guy comes over to my mom, and he goes, listen, like I don't know what to tell you, but your son took a shit in the urinal. And so she looks at me, she's like, what happened? Like you did what? And I was like, I don't know. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like my bad. Like I had to go. And so. And I'll never forget, it's like 1 minute left, is the poor busboy's face. And it's sketched into my brain. I mean, this guy, think about it. The manager went into the back and had to tell somebody, listen, I don't know what to tell you. I know this isn't in your job description, but somebody shit in the urinal there and needs somebody to clean it out because it's just sitting there. And, so he must have got paid double or something, I don't know. But, so I remember him walking out of the kitchen, he's got that prototypical yellow, mop bucket, the mop in there. And he's just pushing it along, and he just, right before he goes in, he just looks at me, I look at him, and I'm like, sorry, man. He's just like, you fucking asshole. And he goes in there, he's got the gloves on, opens it, and, and then that was that. I'm just going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.